Cancer cells versus healthy cells, the battle within our bodies. Every second, millions of cells in our body divide, grow and die, a perfectly choreographed dance of life. But what happens when one cell refuses to follow the rules? When order turns into chaos? That's when a healthy cell becomes a cancer cell, and a silent war begins inside our bodies. Welcome back to the Channel Nerd. If you love learning about how our cells work and what goes wrong in diseases like cancer, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more science stories that matter. Segment 1. How healthy cells work. Our bodies are made up of over 37 trillion cells, each with a purpose, each part of a system that depends on balance and control. Healthy cells have strict rules that govern their life cycle. 1. Growth regulation. They grow only when needed, guided by growth factors. Cell cycle checkpoints, built-in inspection points, ensure DNA is copied correctly. DNA repair mechanisms. If damage occurs, cells fix it before dividing. Apoptosis, programmed cell death, when a cell knows it's too damaged to continue. Communication. Cells send and receive signals to stay in harmony with their neighbors. Think of it as a tightly run city. Each cell knows when to build, when to rest, and when to retire for the good of the community. Segment 2. When order breaks down, birth of a cancer cell. But sometimes something goes wrong. A tiny error in DNA, a single mutation, and that can set off a chain reaction. Step-by-step transformation. 1. Mutation. Damage in genes that control growth or DNA repair. Ignoring signals. The cell no longer listens to stop growing messages. Immortality. It stops dying when it should, evading apoptosis. Angiogenesis. It starts calling for blood vessels to feed itself. Invasion. It breaks boundaries, invading nearby tissues. Metastasis. Finally, it spreads to distant organs through blood or lymph. Cancer cells are like rule breakers. They multiply endlessly, steal nutrients, and refuse to die. Segment 3. Key genetic differences. The main difference between healthy and cancer cells lies deep in their DNA, in the genes that control cell growth and division. 3 gene categories are involved. 1. Proto-oncogenes. Oncogenes. Normal genes that promote growth. When mutated, they become oncogenes, pushing cells to divide uncontrollably. Example, RAS-MIC. 2. Tumor suppressor genes, the brakes that stop cell division. When these are lost, cells accelerate out of control. Example, P53RB1 BRCA12. 3. DNA repair genes fix DNA damage. Without them, mutations accumulate like unchecked errors. In a way, cancer is like a genetic rebellion. The cell goes rogue, rewriting its own rules for survival. Segment 4. Key differences between healthy cells and cancer cells. When we look at cancer cells and healthy cells side by side, the contrasts are striking, almost as if they belong to 2 completely different worlds. 1. Structure. Healthy cells are uniform and neatly arranged, maintaining clear boundaries. Cancer cells, in contrast, appear irregular, distorted, and pile up in a disorganized mass. 2. Growth control. Normal cells divide only when the body signals them to grow or repair. Cancer cells ignore these signals, dividing relentlessly and forming tumors. 3. Communication. Healthy cells constantly talk to their neighbors, listening to stop and go cues. Cancer cells cut off communication, creating their own chaotic rules of growth. 4. Response to damage. When healthy cells are damaged, They repair themselves or self-destruct through apoptosis. Cancer cells bypass these safety checks. They refuse to die even when severely mutated. 5. Energy use, the Warburg effect. Healthy cells produce energy efficiently using oxygen. Cancer cells switch to a quick but inefficient process called glycolysis, even when oxygen is present, allowing rapid growth in harsh environments. 6. Adhesion and movement. Normal cells stay anchored in place, respecting tissue boundaries. Cancer cells lose adhesion, invade neighboring tissues, and migrate to distant organs, a deadly process called metastasis. Healthy cells live with discipline and cooperation, working for the body's balance. Cancer cells, on the other hand, are rebels, breaking every rule, feeding only themselves, and spreading chaos. This is the essence of cancer, order turning into anarchy, right within our own cells. Segment 5. The microenvironment. Healthy cells live in harmony with their surroundings, but cancer cells reshape their environment to serve their needs. They release signals that 1. Recruit blood vessels, angiogenesis. 2. Suppress immune cells, immune evasion. Alter nearby normal cells to support their growth, tumor microenvironment manipulation. In this way, a tumor becomes more than just cancer cells. It's a corrupted ecosystem. Segment 6. The immune system's battle. Under normal circumstances, the immune system identifies and destroys abnormal cells, a process called immune surveillance. But cancer cells evolve strategies to hide or fight back. How cancer evades immunity. 1. Reducing surface antigens that T cells recognize. 2. Expressing immune checkpoint molecules like PD-L1 to shut down immune attacks. 3. Releasing chemicals that exhaust T cells or attract suppressive immune cells. It's a constant arms race, the immune system versus the ever-adapting cancer. Segment 7. The hope, targeting cancer's weaknesses. The more we understand the difference between healthy and cancer cells, the better we can design therapies that target cancer precisely, while sparing normal cells. Modern strategies. 1. Targeted therapies. Drugs that block oncogene signals, e.g. HER2 inhibitors, EGFR blockers. 2. Immunotherapy. Checkpoint inhibitors, CAR T cells, cancer vaccines. 3. Precision medicine. Sequencing tumors to identify unique genetic vulnerabilities. 4. CRISPR and gene editing, correcting or silencing mutant genes. 5. Metabolic inhibitors, targeting cancer's altered metabolism. Each new therapy is built on decades of understanding, the molecular language that separates health from disease. Segment 8. Lifestyle and prevention. While we can't always prevent mutations, we can reduce risk by keeping our cells healthy. Healthy cell habits. 1. Avoid tobacco and limit alcohol. 2. Eat antioxidant-rich foods. 3. Exercise regularly. It improves immune function. 4. Protect yourself from UV radiation. 5. Manage stress and sleep well. A strong, balanced body is the best defense against cellular chaos. Conclusion: in the end, the difference between a healthy cell and a cancer cell comes down to one thing: control. When cells lose control, disease begins. But as science unravels these differences, we're not just learning how to fight cancer. We're learning how to protect life itself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay curious, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.